Hey, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Tracy and this is A Girl with Plans. In today's video, I'm going to be setting up my goals for May. Alright guys, so starting in April, I decided to kind of change up my layout for my goals planner. What I'm doing is I am using the hourly layout, which, actually comes with this nice goals page. And then it has things to follow, and then here's the hourly layout. And what I've been doing to kind of write down my goals and action plans is I've been using vertical layout, and I just pulled some really outdated vertical sheets to kind of throw them in. And I will flip back to April to kind of show you guys that's what I did, and that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing this month. As you can see, I didn't use this page at all. I was, debating what to do with it in April, and obviously I didn't do anything. And then I also put a blank page here that I did not do anything with. Now, I still have a few days left in April, but I wanted to film this video and get it out to you guys as close to the beginning of the month as I could. So that's why I am cutting myself a little close as far as some of my goals. I have a few more days to reach. But for the most part, everything went well. I will say for the month of April, I did like a reading tracker. I hadn't filled out the last week. I probably will have completed a couple of more books by the end of this week. So I'm reading a series, and when you read a series, I can get it done in 3 to 4 days. Or a book, not the whole series. But now I have started a reading journal, so I won't be doing this anymore because I can capture this in there. So I do need to find something to do with my monthly calendar, but I don't think I'm going to do that in this video. I think it's just something that I'm going to kind of play around with as the month goes on and see what I want to track. Now, as far as the hourly, this is kind of what I've been doing. I did a video on this one, so that's why I'm flipping to this one. This is kind of what I've been doing for the hourly as I've been writing down my actual goals that I've been trying to follow. Doing like more of like tentative, like penciling them in more around the times of days that I would do it, the time of the day that I would do it rather than the specific hour. But just having them written down every day has kind of given me the encouragement I need to do that. Now, I will say I haven't done everything perfectly. I've done reading. I've done every single day this month. Yay. Sometimes twice a day. Working out has been good. It has not been good the past week, but it hasn't been horrible either. I mean, at the early part of this month, I was like going hard every day. But that's kind of slacked off a bit, but that's kind of expected, to be completely honest. Journaling's been okay. It's definitely been so much better than it was in the first quarter. I started out strong journaling every single day. Now I'm kind of just doing it a couple days a week. So we'll see. Hand lettering is something that was on my like 23 things I wanted to do this year. So it's not technically a goal. It's just something kind of I wanted to do. So I kind of added that in here. I have not kept up with that as much as I like, but it's something I definitely want to incorporate. And a lot of my other goals I've been okay with, but haven't been great with. I'm actually going to take this out and keep it to the side as I do May to kind of help me as I go through this. Now, I am obviously going to add a lot of decorations because that's what I do. This page will be covered with something, hopefully something that I will use. So I'm gonna probably do the same thing I did last month. So I'll do like 10 categories. So I'll use all of these columns and then this column. And then I have my little headers here, and I'll put those on. And for decorations, I think I'm going to use, or I know I'm going to use the Hello Spring book by Love Posh. And I'm going to use this set here. It's just pretty. There's like enough florals I can actually use across the top. So I can use smaller boxes. So I'm going to start with this one. And I do have a little bit more room here because sometimes I don't need the third box. So that's the reason why I decided to bring out one of the sticker sets that had a little bit larger because I figured I can actually utilize them here. And then for boxes, I'm going to probably use the purple ones and maybe the pink ones from this book, because they have these little headers in here I don't use, but then I'll be covering them up with these. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put down some florals because the boxes aren't big enough to cover up the whole top. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down some florals. All right, so I've added the florals, and the reason why I did that is, one, it's cute, but the other reason is because that way when I add my boxes, I don't have to worry so much about what's underneath. I'm trying to see, so I need 10 boxes. I'm thinking, I think these might be too big for some of them, for the really small ones. So what I do is I just printed these off of my printer. I didn't do the Cricut or anything like that. And then just to make life easy for me, I am going to just do that. So that kind of helps me a little bit, go a little bit faster when I'm planning. Of course, I'm going to speed it up when I actually get down to putting it down. But I think they're going to fit. I think some of them might have problems, but they look like they'll fit. So I can actually use the smaller boxes. And I think I want to kind of go with these colors. I don't think I have any yellows. So I think I'm going to go with the pinks and the purples. So I'll just do one to kind of show. And I'm going to probably do it the same that I did last month. So the first one is personal. And I do kind of need to make sure this is a little bit long to help cover up the word finish. I do need to trim this just a tad more. So yeah, making these labels, it's like pretty for aesthetic reasons, but purposes, but it is sometimes a little bit of a pain to like print them, cut them, make them, but that's why usually when I do it, I do a whole bunch at one time. But as far as cutting them and stuff, I can't really do that. All right, so that's personal. I'm going to go ahead, add the rest of my labels, and then I'll be back in a second. All right, guys. So I have all of my headers down. I like the way they look. Some of them are off-centered because I needed to cover up what was over there. So yeah, that's why that's there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm obviously going to decorate some more. Like I don't really use the sidebar as much just because now I have all this space and I'm actually using the hourly layout. I have a lot more room. So I think we're just going to get to it. I don't think this book has bullet points or anything like that. So I may have to try to find my own bullet points. Yeah, so I think we're just going to stick to these. And I'm going to do pretty much the same thing. Some of them I'm going to change up a little bit. But I think for the most part, my overarching goals are going to stay the same. And those are the goals that I chose at the beginning of the year. So that's one of the reasons why. So what I'm going to say for personal, last month I had read at least 2 books because I'm not a reader. However, for some reason I've turned into a reader and I read like 7 books last month alone. Or was it 6? I don't remember. But it was a lot more than 2. Basically, I'm not going to set that as my May goal just because I want to be realistic and I'm coming to the end of that book series that I was reading. So who knows if I can find something else that I really like. So I'm just going to be conservative, but I'm going to be more than 2. I'm going to say read at least 4 books. That's 1 a week. Now that I feel like this has become a habit for me, I read at nighttime, and sometimes I've been reading in the mornings. And I had added like a action plan last month. I said read before bed most nights. I'm not gonna do that. So I think that is gonna be it for that. I didn't do a bullet point, but what we could do is I could add, let's bring out my new tweezers. I could add 4 bullet points here. Okay, so we'll just use that for the bullet points. The next one, what I had said was journal 4 times a week. I think I'm gonna keep that the same. Now, I did this for a couple of weeks, the whole 4 times a week thing, but I didn't quite do it every week. So I guess what I'll do here is maybe I'll add so these are more, I guess I'm using this more. I guess I'm making my own habit trackers. This is, I guess, what I'm doing here. But I'm gonna do this like this. Okay. So then I'm gonna write week 1, week 2, week 3, and week 4. Now the reason why I'm kind of doing this here is because there really aren't action plans for it. I mean, what is an action plan to read a book? You know, I've already kind of added it to, I'm taking out the action plan step by actually adding it to my hourly. So that's kind of why I don't really have to do that for this. And I'm gonna go ahead, and the next one is gonna be the same thing. All right, and then this one is, so this, and it was to learn Spanish. So I'll just say Spanish lesson. And I'll put Duolingo. And then we want each day. So then again, I'll just do this. Okay. I can actually add a decorative element there. All right, so for professional, ugh. All right, so I think for professional, I can actually put my little dots before this. So I still need to do some like software webinars. This one is kind of going to be a little different, but I'm going to put it here anyway. And I'm going to say formats, annual report. Okay. Okay, so then we're going to say the next one is going to be social media. And I guess my goal is just social media growth. And you guys can help with that by liking this video, subscribe to my channel, and also maybe checking me out over on Instagram. All of my social media handles are the same. It's at agirlwithplanz, and that's plans with a Z. So agirlwithplanz. All right, and then this one is just going to be learning. And this is going to encompass both. And the first one is just going to be pretty much webinars. And then this one is going to be online tutorials for social media. Okay. Financial. So I'm going to put on here investment. This has pretty much been a stalemate. I have transferred the funds. I just haven't done anything with it. However, I will say I did do research last month. So I did do research, so I am proud of that. I need to continue to do research, and I need to actually invest. Investing is scary. Like, picking an actual stock to invest in is definitely scary. So like I need to continue the research all the way up until I actually pick something to invest in. I've kind of narrowed some things down as far as some things that I'm kind of looking into, like I'm kind of like watching, which I was doing that last month, but I've narrowed it down and kind of went a different path. Cheaper stocks, because I'm not starting with a lot of money. I'm not going to be maxing out my IRA yet. All right. So I've been saying, all right, so I do have a recurring transfer into my savings. So I'm not going to put that on here anymore. So for my savings, I definitely need to do a savings calendar. And I have started a trip savings calendar, but that's part of my other goal. And then I think I'm gonna just put that here. I'm gonna do like, last month was just cut back on frivolous spending, and I had no spend challenge. I'm gonna do no spend challenge here. And I think that might be like planning and crafting supplies. All right, so that is that. Now we are gonna go, everything is gonna stay the same pretty much for these. So what I'll do is I will tell you what I'm gonna put, and then I'm gonna put them down, and then we'll move on. So family and friends is to reconnect with friends. That means just reaching out via like text, phone call, or online message. And then quality time with family. Socializing is organizing at least, I guess, 2 social outings a month. And those are ones that I say this all the time. The difference is those are ones that I like coordinate. So if someone asks me out to dinner, then that's just a bonus. So that doesn't count. So I could definitely have more. And this month I did have more than 2. I actually had more than 2 that I organized, but I had more than 2 actual outings. And then health is like balanced eating, consistent with moving, and starting yoga. That's going to be the same. I'm not going to change that. Home is going to be, now that it's warming up, this is the one thing that is going to change. So I am going to continue with my spring cleaning. Because for me, that does last a long time. So I'm going to just say spring cleaning. And then I need to start my outdoor house projects. And I'll list those down here. And then my other ones for lifestyle, I think I'm going to keep the whole stick to an AM and PM routine, because that's been working well. So I think I'm going to keep that. I didn't really come up with any additional ones. For travel, I have created a travel savings log. So I'm going to continue with travel savings. I need to go ahead and finalize plans for a summer vacation. And as far as also start looking to possibly book at least one 2024 vacation. And then for other, I'm going to keep the hand lettering. So pretty much all of this stuff is going to stay the same. I'm going to go ahead and jot these down so that way I know where I have to decorate, and then I'll be back in a moment. All right, so I have added everything here. So like I didn't do the week 1 here. I'll just do this so I'll know what those are for. So basically, I'm going to be monitoring these goals on a weekly basis. And if I meet that goal for the week, then I'll check it off that week. So that way it's not like, oh, I didn't do it. It's like, okay, well, I didn't do it 1 out of the 3 weeks or 2 out of the 3 weeks. Or maybe I did it 4 weeks. So that's why I kind of am doing it like that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and throw down some more stickers. I am going to talk a little bit about how my goals went. So like reading is the one that was probably the most successful. And I think the reason why that was successful is I actually found a book that I enjoy, which is always the hard part for me. It's always like starting. Once I'm in. But it's the actual starting a book that is a little bit difficult for me. Because if I don't like it, I'm not going to continue reading it, which is bad because some books might turn around. Like they might start out a little weak, but then they may get better. But like I'm out. I can't do it. So that is, all right, I want to look at some of these. So that is one of the reasons why it's been pretty good as far as reading, as I found a series. I'm reading Zodiac Academy, which is a series that's available on Amazon Unlimited. So I decided to try it. I'm into that whole like fantasy type book, so that's one reason why I got into it. I will say the earlier books were better than the later books, or at least that's what I thought, but I might just be getting like series fatigue because I've literally read almost the entire series, you know, during the whole month. So I'm pretty sure some of it is definitely some series fatigue, which is probably why I think it hasn't been as good. So I could put this there, or I could put it, I think, over here. Right? Or here. No, I want it over here. So, but it's good. And it's keeping me reading. And I kind of want to finish it by the end of May, which there's only 8 books thus far in the series. I believe there's a 9th book coming. But that's like one reason why I've been kind of like rushing to read it, because I want to hurry up and finish it. But then they have like, you know how all these authors are doing now, where they're like creating like something from another perspective. So actually, this would be cute over here. So then they kind of retell the story from different characters' point of view. So I think there's like, I don't know how many books there are of that one. So I'm like, oh, do I have to read that next? So I don't know. I might take a break after I finish this. Because there are definitely some other books that are on my list, and they're also available on the Kindle Unlimited. So I can read those anytime versus some of the ones that I have to wait at the for them to come in at the library. All right. Just trying to see. I think I want to try to use all of these floral, all of these stickers. So let me just pull these out. I like decorating. Like, you don't have to decorate a goals page or section, and I have this and I have this, so I definitely have a lot of places to put stickers. I do it because I feel like if I spend the time to decorate it, then I'm going to be more inclined to actually use it, or at least that's what I hope. So we'll see. Put like random stickers in here. That's at least, like I said, that's my hope. We'll see if it works out that way or not. I'm hesitant. I think I'm gonna have something here, and home might have another one, so I am definitely hesitant to put something there. This, maybe I'll move this guy. But yeah, so that was fine. Like I said, the socializing was good this past month. I was able to like hang out with some friends who I hadn't seen in a while. And that's the reason why I make it a goal. Like, you know, in the end, it's just like we find ourselves busy, and then time, it just goes by so fast that before you know it, like you haven't met up with people in like months or years. So that's the reason why I put it there, because I feel like it's a good reminder, not only for me to get out of the house, but for me to meet up with all these people who I consider my close friends, and time just flies by, and we don't always see each other as often as we would like or should. All right. Like, being that this is like a moon, it needs to be somewhere near the top. So we'll just put it up here. And I need something there. I have her too, but I don't know if I want to put them on the same spread, because it's the same exact girl. what I usually do if I have extra like stickers just laying around, I'll end up using it on like my currently page or something like that, throwing it down on something kind of like that. Let's see. I wonder if I can do, I mean, this is, oh, that's right. I didn't want to do that. I can do that. Oh, let's do the other dragonfly. I'm pretty sure financial is good to go. I mean, I'm already struggling with those two, so I think I can put stickers there. I need to put this somewhere, guys. Maybe I'll just have it coming off the bottom. Kind of closes in that up. Yeah, so the ones I obviously need to work on is for work. I've been doing like work projects, so that's one of the reasons why I haven't done that. I just want to keep it on my radar, so that way as I'm like planning things for work, I can always do, I don't know. I need to put it somewhere, so I'm just going to put it where I was thinking about putting it originally. Just to put something in the corner. All right, and then I'm going to do maybe this here for this week's list. And then there's this big old donut. Which is like, where do I put the big old donut? I think I'm going to do like this. And then there we go. And then I'll just do like this. We won't know what that is. But it just adds a little something. And one sticker sheet down. The only thing I do want to go ahead and use is I do want to use these. I don't know where to put them though. Oh, it's stuck to the page. So I do want to use these. I feel like I got a lot of stickers there. Maybe when I put a page there, I'm gonna use it. I just have to put a page down or something first. All right, so I think that may be it, guys. I think that's it. I don't think I do need to do a punch. But I think that's it for my goals. Like I said, this week this month I'm definitely gonna try to track them more on a weekly basis, so that way it's not like, oh, I didn't do it for the month. It's going to be more like, how many weeks of the month did I succeed? Because I want to focus on my successes and not my failures, just because it is a lot of goals. They're simple, but there's still a lot of them. So we'll see how it goes. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate it if you would give this a thumbs up. And if you're not already subscribed, I would like it if you consider subscribing to this channel. And I do want to thank all of those who are already subscribed. All right. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch this video. And I hope you have a good rest of your day, evening, or night. Until next time, bye.